Good morning, this is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors performing a video inspection of 915 Palm View Drive in Los Angeles. What's up ahead of us, and just a little bit to the left, or to the right, sorry, of the monitor screen, is the connection to the city sewer. This is a concrete pipe that we're in at this moment. You can tell there's little bits of rock that are kind of being shown up as the cement material is being worn away with time. That's a little tiny bit of concrete, I believe, that's left in after they did the upgrade for the city sewer in this space. There is a newer concrete patch running all the way along the length of the city sewer, so I'm imagining that that's actually just a very small remnant of concrete that's left in this line. Let me just pull back. As soon as we pull back, we're going to lose view of this spot. It's taken me about 100 or so pushes to be able to just get over a small obstruction in the path there. It's actually a little bit larger of an obstruction. So I want to make sure we get as much out of this pullback as we can. For whichever reason, this obstruction here is, well, it's very difficult to get over. And then just the way that the angles of the pipe are, it blocks you immediately after you go over. It prevents you from going any further in the line. Obviously, you can see there's a lot of debris here mixed in with roots. There's no way I can see the walls of the pipe where these roots are. I see that there is enough roots there that you're going to want to do a hydrojetting at this point to clear these out. And this is the one spot in the sewer that I would also recommend. Just look at the pipe wall that is being hidden, obviously, by these roots, and we can't see at this time. The rest of the pipe we can see, so we're going to pull back and show that. There's a little bit of a crack in the joint just behind where the joint is. There's a little bit of offsetting in that joint. I have some suspicion that that joint might have a break in it, but there's nothing definitive there that I can tell you there's a break in that pipe. I have seen roots that looked like this before. After the hydrojetting, the pipe has looked brand new with no damage really to the pipe that needs to be repaired. So at this point, my recommendation is hydrojet, and have the camera there on that hydrojetting and take a look just at that point as it's done. There are several patches in this line, places where a hole existed in the pipe and they went ahead and they patched it using a metal plate or other patching system. These patches are allowing a little bit of roots to come in the line, but they're mostly on the top of the pipe or very close to the top of the pipe, so they're not really allowing any sewer to get out of the line. They're not something that would require repair. In fact, they are repairs to the line that have been done in the past. A little bit of an offset in the line here. So that pipe is offset down here towards the end. This is something which is not necessarily affecting the function of the line. As you can see, it's not allowing roots into the system. Sewage is probably able to get through this. There's more. I don't know this sewer to escape the system. It's not like a break in the pipe. However, if this is something that a city inspector were looking at, let's say a large remodel were done on the house, a city inspector would have a high likelihood. This is not something that you would replace because you want a better system, but rather something that you would replace just because it's not exactly per code. There is a patch done in the top of the pipe there. You can see a hole was in there in the top of the pipe, and it's been patched over. Looks like a hole in the top of the pipe that just goes up. But this is actually, if you were to extend it all the way up to the ground, you'd have another way into the system. Near this joint, there's also hairline cracking pretty much all through the system. Hairline cracks are very small cracks. Typically they exist because earthquakes have been stressing the line or roots have been stressing the line. There's another patch there in the top. They do not indicate that the line is needing a repair. They indicate rather that it is an older clay system. It's been through the ringer, for lack of a better word, and it's still holding together. It's not failed. It's still able to perform its function. So it's not something I would recommend be repaired. This is a larger root coming in on the right of the pipe. You can see a little bit chipping happening in the joint, a little bit of cracking happening in the joint below it. This root is putting a lot of stress on the joint because it came in very thin, like the roots that are on the left side of the screen. And then it just got thicker. As it got thicker, it started putting more and more stress. A root can put thousands of pounds of pressure on a joint and cause cracking to occur. Here we have a little bit of cracking, a little bit more cracking, a little bit of separations occurring in the cracking, but nothing that I would suggest that it's able to be a fail in the system. Nothing that needs repair. Another repair done in the top of the pipe here. Okay, there's a minor hairline crack here. It's important to note on an older clay system, especially this one, that depending on what you consider to be a perfect system, someone would come and tell you that this whole line needs to be replaced. There's another hairline crack here. The key things I look for when I'm inspecting a sewer system are, does it perform the two basic functions of a sewer line? Does it get sewer away from the house into the city without backing up, causing backups at the house? And two, does it keep all the sewer in the sewer system itself and not allow it to escape into the surrounding soil? If it does those two things, I don't require a repair, and that's what we have for this line. We have it functioning, and as such, I don't recommend repairs on it, other than do the hydrojetting, clean the line out. That will help preserve it, make it last longer, remove some of the stress from roots, as well as it'll allow you to see that last joint that's actually hidden by the roots and can't be seen. There's another axis right here where the plastic meets the clay. That's nice. 43 feet, it's probably about 6 feet deep or 5 feet deep. Should that ever be needed in the future, it could be uncovered fairly easily and reused. It's actually just sitting there. Sometimes they're extended within 4 or 5 inches of the soil. See, the walls of the pipes have changed in color. They've also changed in texture, and there's no cracks in the line anymore. There's just clean joint. There's also no more roots in the plastic. It doesn't crack, it doesn't allow roots in, and it doesn't corrode. So plastic is a very good material for sewer lines. In fact, a couple hundred years before needing replacement. This is where we entered the line today. Let's see if we can get the camera straightened out. There it is. There's the back of the house there. The line goes out towards the front, just follows this property line all the way down. So, older clay system. It has a lot of issues, but none of them are failures. It does need to be regularly cleaned in order to preserve the pipe. Other than that, this line is very good. It should be fine as long as that last joint doesn't present a problem after the hydrojetting and after it's looked at. That's the only point in the line where I can't actually see, so I can't see that joint, just because of all the roots. So I would recommend that be done. Other than that, the line needs cleaning every year to keep all the roots out and to keep it well preserved. The method of cleaning is going to have to be a hydrojetting just because of the point of access, the distance to the sewer in the city street. A standard snaking method of cleaning is not going to work. The other thing that could be done is you could have that other access re-exposed at the end of the plastic, and then another access installed near where the pipe goes out to the city street. The pipe is 8 feet deep there, and it's right along the property line and the retaining wall, so right in that corner of the yard. If you were to do that, you would be able to clean this line without using hydrojetting. That would be kind of cost prohibitive to install accesses at 8 feet deep. In fact, it may make more sense to just clean the line out with hydrojetting as its routine maintenance. Again, this is Nick with Williams Sewer Line Inspectors. Thank you very much. Please see my written report for all final findings and recommendations, and have a great day.